Hello and welcome to another Let's Play on Total War Warhammer 2. If you've been following my channel, you'll know that I'm already doing two Let's Plays right now, one with the High Elves of Tyrion and one with Grokar, the Lizardman. But I decided, why not just do another campaign? I'm really enjoying the game right now, so I figured, F it, just play a third campaign, because we can. So I've got two factions, or two races to choose from. I mean, technically, sure, I could do another High Elves campaign with Teclis, or another Lizardman campaign, but I obviously that doesn't really make any sense. So I'm going to do Skaven or Dark Elves, and I decided to go with the Dark Elves. Because I really like the Dark Elf units. They're kind of similar to the High Elves, just high quality infantry, just generally good units, unlike the Skaven, who are actually horrible. Well, early game anyway. So obviously I got to choose between Malekith and Morathi, and I've decided to go with Morathi. Because, mostly for one simple reason, is that mostly all of the Let's Plays I've seen on the Dark Elves have been with Malekith, so I figured maybe I should try something a little different. So we're going to go with Morathi, or the Cult of Pleasure, as her faction would be called. Let's have a quick overlook of the Dark Elves' attributes and all that. So our attributes are, we get Black Arcs, which are powerful naval units that can replenish forces, recruit new units and forces, and bombard battles within range. So basically you get naval bombardments from Fall of the Samurai, and you just get a really strong naval unit. I think this is a right that you can call in, so it doesn't last forever. You can't just recruit one of these things. We get Slaves, which provide a bonus to provincial economies at the cost of reduced public order. And we get Murderous Prowess, which means Dark Elves receive the favor of Cain. Is it Cain or Kine? I'm not sure. Again, my Warhammer knowledge is quite limited, so I'm gonna go ahead and say Cain, even though it seems like it should be Kine. In the form of increased combat performance should they kill enough enemies in battle. So basically we get a bar at the top during each battle. If we kill enough troops, then our combat performance will go up. So, the Cult of Pleasure, our initial challenge is hard. Our faction effects are that we spread Chaos Corruption. We get plus 20 diplomatic relations with Dark Elves, for all other Dark Elves, which is quite useful for confederations and things like that. Hero action costs minus 50%, which is pretty huge, because it means that combined with the minus 40%, I believe it is, from just leveling up your agents, you can basically do actions for almost free. And her Lord effects are that on the start of a turn, any Lord that is in the same character as her has a chance to gain loyalty. So loyalty is a thing with the Dark Elves, where I guess your generals can rebel or something, become their own faction maybe. And Chaos Corruption +1 for all characters, which is kind of interesting, because this is supposed to be her effects, but it's actually a faction effect, more like it's like all characters. Our additional starting units are a War Hydra, which is pretty damn useful. I mean, it's incredibly expensive, so it's almost worth getting rid of in order to get a couple more cheaper units. But the Fiery Breath ability is absolutely amazing, so it's kind of fun to use this unit. And we got a unit of Harpies, not particularly amazing, but pretty useful early on in the game. And of course, we're playing on Legendary difficulty. That is that. Let's go.
The world has seen countless murders, but one killing stands above all others. One death that has shaped the world. Malekith, son of Aenarion, was betrayed. The Elven princes crowned Belshazzar as the second Phoenix King. So Malekith brooded and poured his hate into a single cup. Malekith toasted Belshazzar, then stepped over his dying body and into the sacred flame of kings. But the fires stripped his flesh, and with a final scream, he hurled himself back from whence he came. His body was taken north, and a suit of armor forged. Malekith was reborn. The Witch King. And in his shadow, legions raised. Decades of civil war followed. Then Malekith embarked on the most ruthless of plans. His sorcerers would unbind the magic of the Great Vortex. Created by Calador Dragon Tamer and his elven mages, The vortex siphons the winds of magic, keeping the demon tide at bay. Malekith's spell was flung at the vortex, but Kalidor himself broke through the mists of time to deflect the titanic force back at its casters. The Shadowlands were ravaged, sundered.
You live. You die. You live. You die. Servants, you amuse me.
The dragon with two tails hangs in the sky, and you indulge in petty games.
You summoned me, Your Highness. You bring this witch here.
She is well versed in lore and prophecies.
She will betray you, my son, as all have done.
She is indebted to me. I have her soul. Step forward, Felicion Heartkeeper. The comet disrupts the vortex. Whilst it is weak, a prophecy can be fulfilled.
Of a king who consumes the heart of Ulthuan. My son will take its power and our vengeance.
Find the Oracle. She knows what to do.
I am willing to serve, to earn my soul's release. The dragon with two tails brings great turmoil upon the world, my children. Its wake disrupts the great vortex. The heart of Ulthuan is exposed. Such turmoil brings opportunity. Yet it seems my son is not alone in seeking to bend the vortex to his will. The traitorous dreadlords of Bleak Hold have struck in my absence. Annexing cities I claim and carrying off the treasures within. Whatever has driven them to such a suicidal attack is irrelevant. All who oppose the Witch King shall die.
Alright, lots of death for everyone. Nice one. How they play Cult of Pleasure. Slaves. Dark Elf factions capture slaves in battle. Slaves provide additional income, but can negatively affect public order. Slaves can also be sacrificed to perform rites. Black Arcs. By performing a sacrifice to Mufflan rites, Dark Elves factions may summon a mighty Black Arc. These powerful floating fortresses can be used far from home to raise armies, recruit units, and support invasion forces of aerial bombardments. And Chaos Corruption. The depraved nature of Morathi and her Cult of Pleasure spreads Chaos Corruption wherever they settle. I wonder what this says about Malekith, because he doesn't have this thing where he spreads Chaos Corruption, I think. So I wonder how that works. Capture and occupy a settlement belonging to the Bleak Holds. We got $1,000 and some scrolls of Hakarti, which I believe is, yeah, that's basically what we need to get the rituals done. Tortured Oracle. Alright, sounds good. And that is all for now. Right, so you can go away now, Morathi, thank you. First of all, let's have a look. So the Bleak Holds people, they own these two settlements, as well as this one over here, I believe. Yeah, because we saw that just now as we moved past. A whole bunch of towns around here that either are owned by Skaven or no one. That could be good. Down here as well. Wow, we have stuff. Oh my word, the entire world is ravaged. I'm guessing there's going to be Skaven around the place, though. I think this is where... yeah, this is where the lizardmen start. So, that's pretty close to us. The main lizardmen, anyway. Not Krokar, obviously. So, we have Morathi. We have a couple units in here. We have a fairly large army right here, though. I don't know if we could take that right away. That seems like a lot of stuff. So we might want to head back into the ancient city of Quintex and just sit there for a couple turns, build up some units. Can currently recruit some Dread Spears and Dark Shard. So, yeah, these are our spear units, and these are our missile infantry. They're quite expensive, actually. 195 each. That is pretty expensive. I wonder if it's worth getting too many of those, or maybe just stick to mostly infantry. They are quite good though, I believe. Obviously their range is a lot worse than the elven units, but they've got a little bit more missile attack as well as armor piercing, which the high elves don't have. We start with an agent as well. A K-Knight assassin who can assault units, so I think we're going to try and do that. Maybe not right away, but see, it's already 156, so we get another 40%, I believe it is, decrease in cost. Yeah, look at that. Then you just become so damn cheap, it's crazy. Building wise, we start with a Catacombs of Quintex. Catacombs, sorry. Which gives us a whole load of money. Some growth, minus public order penalty due to presence or lack of corruption faction-wide. That's a nice building to have. Just, it's interesting that you start with that. So, like, it's like, why didn't it just have, like, less public order penalty anyway? But, and income from all buildings 60% across all regions in this province. Not too bad. We start with a conscription halls, which are a basic recruitment place, but we're going to get rid of this soon once we can build one of these ones. Maybe it already has one. Let's see. Diplomacy. Is there anything useful here?
No, we share common purpose.
We can get non-aggression back with people to our south. Do we really care about that? I don't really know which way we're going to go, so I don't really want to commit myself to anything. This is where Malekith starts, I believe, so we're not too far away from him either, which is probably a good thing.
Yes. Speak.
Clan Carond.
Lord, the Black Court waits with
No, it doesn't look like we can really do anything else. We can't actually talk to them. We are more the Stonehorn tribe as well. We saw an army. I'm guessing it was theirs. We saw a Beastman army anyway, up here somewhere in that little, like, when it zoomed over. So, technology. We start with choose or die. All right, we got driven by vengeance, recruitment cost reduction for our basic units. Speed for our basic units, experience for our basic units, and leadership for our basic units. Income from raiding and post-battle loot. Upkeep reduction for Black Orc Corsairs. Income from sacking, experience, and armor piercing and melee attack for Harpies. That's very specific. Growth, casualties, income from ports, and public order. I'm going to go for the growth. I'm not usually a massive fan of going for growth early on. I don't really see the point, because you usually don't have the money to build all these buildings anyway. At least on Legendary, but for now, that's alright. Right, you're going to go in here, and we're going to just recruit some units. I'm not sure how if it's worth really getting too many Dark Shards. We are going to get Bleak Swords soon as well, though, so I don't know if it's worth getting too many Dread Spears either. Let's just go 2 and 1. I think that's okay. I don't want to get too many of these, because they are quite expensive. But I don't want to get too many of these because I don't really want to get too many spears, because I want to get swords instead. I don't want to get rid of units and replace them. You're going to go for this action. We got a 50-50. Alright, this could be pretty important. If we win the 50-50, we level up right away, and it becomes easier and easier from there. If we fail, we're not going to level up, and then it's going to be pretty rough. So let's hope we succeed. Nice. Okay, so yeah, immediately get a level up. Which means we can... I'm going to go for this, I think. Make it even cheaper and have a higher % chance of succeeding. And then we'll go for this, and then we're going to start doing damage everywhere to every single army. So yeah, winning that first one I think is important. If you get the next one as well, we just level up to level 3 right away, and then we're off. Our chances go up, etc. Right, so we don't want to build that. We, I guess we could have a look at this, but it's just the same as always. So not really anything to see there. Yeah, we got one mission to take a town. Here's our slave screen. We haven't got any yet, so not really a whole lot to see here. No buildings we want to build. Or you can receive slaves, request additional slaves, and no more slaves. But yeah, right now I guess we just take slaves because we didn't have any other towns. So I guess for later on that's pretty important though. Climates somewhat important. Frozen, chaotic wasteland, and temperate island are suitable. Unpleasant are temperate, savanna, mountain, and jungle. And uninhabitable are wasteland, desert, and magical forest. Fuck those magical forests, yeah. Alright, I think that's just about it. And we haven't really looked at Morathi herself yet. What kind of spell she's got to begin with. We've got Melkoff's Mystifying Miasma. Causes damage to combatants. Good against multiple combatants. Alright. Does damage and also reduces their speed, I guess. And Power of Darkness, which greatly increases, or a great increase to power reserves and greatly improve power recharge rate, which causes damage to herself. Okay. And there's the Murderous Prowess thing. Every unit has this, basically, I think. Right, yeah, nothing really to look at just yet, so... Yet. Oh man, +5 public order. Oh, local province only. That's a shame. I was hoping that was like faction wide. That'd be insane. We can have a look at units as well, but we'll look at them as we go. So let's just stop for the moment. I'm guessing that army is going to either go back into its home province to try and not take any more damage from attrition, or it's going to come over and attack us. Actually, it can't attack. We have to... Ooh, I wonder if that's in range of our garrison. I might just sally out right away. Like, well, not sally out, but... Yeah, sally out. Attack them before they besiege me or something. If we get the garrison in there anyway, then that would probably be the best idea. But we'll see. We shall see. Could maybe do some more damage to them with the agent as well. I think they might just be in range of the garrison, so yeah, I think they are. Well, let's start with one of these bad boys. We got a 52% now. Go on, boy. Ah, that's a shame. But at least we got the first one. That's pretty important.
A vile corruption is spreading.
Okay, so no point in really recruiting anything if we're going to do this. So let's just see if we are in range or not. I think the garrison does join us, which means that... Oh, wow, that's an auto-roll. But, as you all know... Okay, so we did some damage to some of the units, actually, yeah. From the previous attack. They didn't take any attrition because they were raiding. Doesn't make them tired, does it? Yeah, winded. Nice. Alright, yeah, we just attacked them. Normally I would auto-resolve a battle like this, but it's the first battle, so we may as well just fight it. That's what I tend to do anyways, fight the first battle. They are defending, and they've got a Reaper... What's this one called again? Reaper Claw Bolt Thrower? No, it's a Reaper Bolt Thrower, never mind. Because I know the other one's an Eagle Bolt Thrower. Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. Yeah, the claw's in there for whatever reason. Even though it doesn't actually throw claws, it shoots bolts. It's bolt thrower. I don't know why the fuck the word claw is even in there. It doesn't have anything to do with claws, does it? Maybe there's some kind of lore to it. I don't know. Talking out of my ass. Don't worry about it. Yeah, this should be a fairly simple battle. Kind of depends. Okay, our garrison's coming right behind us. We got 16. I'm gonna just take that. No need to risk that away, I don't think. Garrison's coming from right there. Where is your range? Right there. Okay, so we just sit back a little bit. Probably going to use the Harpies, so put them on the flank. They've got Vanguard deployments, that's quite good. We'll just put them on the flank and go for the Reaper Bolt Thrower in a bit. The rest of the army, I could try and put them all in this forest and just have this army run into the forest as well. And just sit here until they get close. Not a bad idea, to be honest. Put these guys further back, but that's okay. You can't hide though, can you? So you'd probably get shot at, but that's okay. Alright. Sounds good. This thing, I'm almost tempted to put it a little more forward and just use the ability that it has. This one, the Fiery Breath, because it's fucking insane. I tried it a couple times. It's so strong. Like, no jokes. I'm not even joking right now. Right. So I'm going to put you guys slightly to the left because we know we've got more units coming in, so they'll take the right side. Oh, there's actually different types of units. Okay, let me just... Actually, yeah, just come over here somewhere. It doesn't really matter. And then we go for more range units. Right. If you're familiar on my channel, you'll know that despite me being I'd say a pretty decent player, I don't use groups. It's worthless. Worthless using groups. Alright, there you go. There's our line. And then this will be our line here. And then these two guys, yeah, I guess we'll run one of them over here. Keep some reserves, basically. Oh, fuck. Oops. Not bad. Didn't really take too much damage, but still. They're not really moving. I mean, they are defending. I was kind of assuming that they were going to come towards me, but... Not sure if we actually... Yeah, I was going to say we need to dodge those actively. Alright, well, fuck that. No point in just sitting here. Unless maybe they'll come towards me if my Harpies get out of range. We'll see. I also don't know if this unit's just as fast if it doesn't... That was missed, right? Yeah, they should have done. No, they hit me. Yeah, I don't know if this unit's just as fast as if I walk it or not. I think it might just be. Okay, well, I don't know why I thought they would come after me. But obviously they're not, because they're defending as well as they got a Reaper Bolt Thrower. It doesn't really matter, because I have to wait for my units to get set up anyway. But I can just triple speed this now then. I guess we can start moving our line up to here-ish. As long as we're out of range of that stuff, it's okay. So these guys are the same units except they've got shields. So probably should have like a line of these up front and then the other ones behind if I was going to really micro this, but I don't care enough. Oh, unless they didn't come towards me because they didn't see where my army was. That's a thing, of course. But I don't know what they're doing. Kind of all over the place right now. Man, if we could get this unit in there now and throw this, but the range on that is pretty shit. Like, look at how close I have to be in order to use that. I have to be right next to them, so obviously can't really do that. That's incredibly fast despite walking. It's pretty good actually. Look at that triple speed fucking bat flattering over here. Harpies. It's crazy. Okay, so we're almost in range. We'll have to start running up in a bit. I'm gonna run you over here. Oh, actually, well, I'm gonna fly you first of all, but fly you slowly. God, what an exciting first battle, right guys? You tuned out already? I think it's about that time. Alright, let's keep triple speeding this actually. I don't know why I stopped, to be honest. I'm gonna walk up a little further. I wonder if it's just if the entire army's shifting to deal with that unit. Not sure. We'll start running in a minute. Druki! They really like you, they really want you to know that they are indeed Druki. It's like they yell it constantly. Every single time anything gets mentioned. Druki! I wonder if I should keep walking this unit when I run the entire rest of the army, which we're going to do right now. Yeah, we are now in range. There you go. Let's get you back there. We are definitely going to take quite a bit of damage, but they are firing on our reinforcement units, which is our garrison, of course, so that's good. So yeah, this thing is walking, and it's just as fast, which is kind of funny. I could run it, but it would just get shot, and this thing would probably not like getting shot too much, so let's be careful with that. Let's do that and that. I know I can draw, but I don't want to. Yeah, he was getting busted. We got a reinforcement unit right there, though, so that's okay. Plus, there's not really any infantry on this side anyway. Druki! Morathi's faster than all these other units as well. What's your range on that? We're quite close as well, to be honest. Alright, ranged fellers, get right there. Line, you're gonna keep running up. Druki, yeah, we get it. We get it, guys. You're Druki. It's pretty well known to us now at this point. Okay, we need to have all the other units get distracted before we can really attack there, but the plan is there. Right, you're gonna run up here now. I want to get some of this fucking shit going, because the damage on this is so absolutely insane. I need to make sure I don't... Okay, you are gonna sit back for a second, and you as well. I need to make sure we don't hit our own troops with this. Alright, I didn't really get any charges off, but that's okay. You guys form a bit of a line. Ooh, what in the world? Okay. Just trying to get you a little closer. Actually, I don't really want to chase those guys off. Let's just have you guys fire at them. You guys fire at those range units there. I don't know what we did, but we did a lot of damage, I'm pretty sure. Let's get you guys involved. You're gonna keep chasing them. Okay, so we should have some range units firing at them, which will take care of them pretty easily. Let's get some mass damage going. Your warriors flee. What in the world? That was quick. Didn't see that coming. It's my reinforcement though, so I don't really care about that too much. Alright, there goes the Reaper Boltfur. You're out of there. 4 seconds left until we can do a huge one on this. Look at this. We're going to watch this one for once. And you're going to go in there as well, actually. Look at that damage. Broke one unit right away. Alright, let's go chase off some of... Actually, it's Dread Spears. Let's maybe not go in that. Warriors are rallying. Alright, come back, boys. Oh, right. Range units. Oops, sorry. We'll put you on guard mode. Let's be fair. Let's cast some more of this stuff. We need to get some flankage going on here. But... yeah, I don't really have much to do. Could run some of these archers around, actually. Alright, fire at that general. It's going to probably be a tough one to hit, but it's okay. Actually, you guys fire at that unit because it's just come back. And you want to probably just head in somewhere. Here we go. Okay, this is gonna probably absolutely fucking destroy my own units, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Alright, so you guys just watch out. The amount of morale loss I just did on them is pretty good. I think we just made them almost master out here. We just got the harpies in there in time as well, so I think that probably did quite well. We're getting fucked over here in the center actually a little bit. Again, I think we'll have a master out here on our hands soon, but this has gone surprisingly bad. Actually, you don't want to attack that unit. I want to kill it with the ranged units, but it's going surprisingly poorly. Alright, we got some routing here, which means you can break through now. Get in the back of these guys. They're routed, there we go. Alright, that's it. That went far worse than it should have gone, to be honest, but it's okay. Harpies. Oh, there we go, we won. We need to kill as much as possible, because they are going to survive otherwise. We've quite a few range units firing now. As long as we don't fuck up our own harpies, that'd be great. We just killed one of them at least. Get a unit all the way over here doing absolutely nothing. Man, I'm such a good player. Good micro this. How many kills did you get in the end then? 124, yeah, there you go. That's pretty good. Okay, and that general is... Are we going to be able to kill that one off? I don't think so. We're not quite in range anymore. It's okay. We should be able to finish them off just by running after them. Again, most of the units we lost were the reinforcements. These are reinforcements. These were... And the 2 bleak swords as well, so... This is our army, essentially. So we didn't lose that much. Like, this unit took a big beating, but that's it. Alright, that should be that unit dead. Decisive victory. Whoop-de-doo. Alright. Yeah, could have gone better. This unit, I think I kind of underestimated a little bit. Got 89 kills in the end. I'm not sure which it... The Black Ark Corsairs. Was that one in the range? No, it wasn't. I think that may have been the one that almost killed one of my units in the center. So I guess that was probably that, but it's okay. Hydra did indeed get the most kills. Did pretty well. We only lost 149 men in this initial army, so we're good. We're good. They're not going to have much left, so we should be able to finish them off, no problem.
Know me and despair.
And we got a whole bunch of punishment and a whole bunch of slaves. Alright, that's pretty good. It's quite a lot of slaves, I think. I don't really know if that's a lot of slaves, I'm going to be honest. Oh, did they just straight up die because they're... Yeah, she's dead. Is that a thing? If you're on raiding stance, like in March stance, you just die straight up? I didn't think it was, but... Alright, we can't quite reach. We could march, and then we could reach for sure next turn. Or do I want to recruit units right now? We could probably do without recruiting units. If we got Brood Marcher, we might just be able to get there next turn without actually... Yeah. It's going to be an easy take. It would save me quite a bit of money right now, but am I really interested in money saving? Or would I just want to get there as fast as possible and just take it? I also don't even know what they've got in Moonshard. They could have stuff there, who knows.
I watch from the shadows.
If I wait, it means that... I don't know when we're going to get this building up, because again, it depends on the other town. We'd only be level 1, so I don't think we're going to get Bleak Swords for quite a while, actually. So that's not really a reason for waiting. I'm very tempted not to recruit any units, because it would increase my money by quite a bit for another turn. And it would be able to, it means I get there next turn, which is pretty good. Yeah, let's just do it. We don't replenish either, but let's just assume we're going to be fine. It'll be fine. Alright. We're rank 8 apparently, that's not bad. Well, agent's already done stuff, you've been moved, we have nothing else to do. We got the slaves now, so we can see that will increase our income. 44, -1 public order is the effect. Okay. Pretty unhappy province in the first place. Corruption of the vilest sort. Is that even a word? Vilest. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, it's like it's extra vile. I was thinking like violent, like a violenced sort, but no, it's vilest. Right. We're gonna go ahead and take Iron Spike, and that should be an auto-resolve, and I shouldn't lose any units on that either. Certainly not. That was painful, to be honest. More so than I thought it would be. Right. So if we sack and or loot and occupy, we actually get some slaves, which will increase money. I'm not sure if that's worth it. Sacking definitely means we destroy whatever building is in here, if it has any buildings. And it might have... I should have checked beforehand. I'm just going to occupy. Hey, we got that extra money. Good, good. And we got a new one, maintain well-filled province. We got 2 grand and the scrolls of Morathi. There you go, and we got the conscription hall, so we can get rid of this one now. And then we can upgrade this right away. And then we can upgrade this, and then we can get the Bleak Sword. So in 3 turns, we can actually get the... Yeah, in 3 turns we can get the Bleak Swords. No shit, never mind, this takes 3 turns to upgrade. In 5 turns we can get the Bleak Swords. So, we will certainly recruit a couple more units. Either way though, I will actually just end the episode here. So, for now, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Next time we're going to move on, take Moonshard, and then I guess we're going to go after the place here. Until then, have a good day, and goodbye.